Good morning. Happy Saturday. We are back for some Saturday shenanigans. I hope you guys are doing well. Good morning to all. I know you guys got your breakfast, your coffee, and your tea, and you're getting or got where you need to be, or you're just relaxing on this great Saturday morning. Let's get into our show because we have one. I hope you guys are doing well. Please don't forget to tap on that like button, and let's go ahead and get into the show. All right. Give me 1 second, guys, if you can. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, and we're back. Hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. My mom's in. I know they're coming. I know they're coming. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Said, hey, finally got my notification. I know that's right. Thanks for being here. All right, let's jump on in, honey. Let's jump on in. All right, this is just a pop in, guys. We're not going to be here long, okay? Because I got a very, very busy day. So let's jump in. I'm trying to give you all this news, honey. I know y'all can use, and then I got to go. Okay. Southern University expels the campus chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, incorporated after the hazing incident, you guys, where the young man was unalived. You guys remember, okay? After a hazing investigation involving the unaliving of Caleb Wilson. You guys remember him, where he was hazed. The young men said that something happened at a park when they found out that he was punched in the chest in a warehouse from some other Omega Psi Phi individuals, okay, in a fraternity. Those men have been arrested by now, as you guys may know, but let's go ahead and read into what it's saying now. According to WFAB, Southern University and A&M College announced that the Beta Sigma chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity incorporated would be expelled following a hazing investigation following the death of Caleb Wilson. All right. So it says that the university says that the Division of Student Affairs conducted a disciplinary hearing that found the chapter responsible for violations of student misconduct, including hazing. Now it says that Caleb was unalived in February after a fatal blow to the chest during a hazing ritual. Okay. So they've suspended them, you guys. And as you guys can see here, the third suspect surrenders in connection to the hazing unaliving of Southern University's student Caleb Wilson. All right. So they have all the alleged guys in custody, or they've had to turn themselves into police. And they're just now awaiting a trial in this situation. Okay. So that's the update on that for those of you that needed to know. All right. Yeah. Ooh, my phone is okay. Hold on. All right, boom. There we go. All right, so let's get to the next topic. As you guys may know by now, some of you guys may have seen it. I have not had a chance to cover it yet. Simon has sat down with shout out to Michelle Atielian, because she had a chance to sit down with Simon. Simon is her friend, so that's not a weird thing for her to have done. She is cool with Simon, so it's only fitting and proper that she would sit down and get his side of the story in terms of what's going on with he and Porsha, which really nothing now because they're divorced. But he is, y'all know, Simon is not going to pass over a chance to talk about his situation with Porsha. But let's get into it. I'm gonna play and stop, guys, because we can't just play it straight through. I got to do commentary in between. So, guys, please be patient with me with this, okay? Thank you to my mods in the building. All right, see you, Rose and Sweet Essence. Thanks for being here. Okay, so Simon Guobadia, honey, says that he felt targeted in his divorce from Porsha and says that signing the prenup made sense at the time. It says, and they spell sense wrong, child. Says that I was totally blindsided, said that we didn't have an issue. So he's saying he didn't even know that there was going to be a divorce or anything like that. So according to Michelle ATL, it said that don't worry. I asked Simon Guobadia the tough questions, said that you guys are going to get a kick out of the full interview. We're going to look at some of that here in a second, but let's get into what Simon had to say right here.
Some people have been looking at you like, well, Simon signed it.
I signed it, but you have to understand why I signed it.
They're talking about the prenup, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did it make sense for me to do what I did when I did it? My attorney told me, he said, Simon, you're not protected. I said, no, I love this woman. If that's what it's going to take for her to be whole, should there be a dissolution, I'm fine with that.
So it sounds like this whole interaction and or marriage between them was really a monetarily thing for Porsha. It was really, I don't feel like it was love. I feel like he was enamored with Porsha being beautiful, had a nice body. I feel like he was happy to have her on his arm, but I feel like Porsha married him with conditions and she wanted that money. As you guys know, before they got married, he was paying her $30,000. After they got married, he upped it to $40,000. Okay. And she still wants that money. He's upset about it.
So what changed after the 15 months?
What changed was I realized that I was targeted.
Oh.
I felt targeted. The way the divorce was handled, I was totally blindsided. We did not talk we didn't have an issue. We literally just came from Dubai. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, she was having, I don't know what was going on with her, but there was something just very unsettling. And one thing I always tell myself, if people are acting a certain way, at some point something is coming up. You'll find out.
Some people have been looking at you like, well, Simon signed it.
I signed it, but you have to understand why I signed it. Mm-hmm. Did it make sense for me to do what I did when I did it? My attorney told me, he said, Simon, you're not protected. I said, no, I love this woman.
Okay, so y'all see that? He's saying, hey, he spoke with his attorney and they advised him on what to do as far as Porsha. He went ahead and gave her this money and made her accustomed to this certain lifestyle that he gave her. And she felt that she deserved that way after. So he's upset. And as you guys know, he is suing her for a huge amount of money for defamation of character. I think it's $500,000 to be exact. He's suing her for that amount of money. So I think, like I said, I feel like he pulled out his calculator and he is looking to try to get back the money that he's paid her thus far. Okay. They've only been married for a short time. So it's very, very weird. Hold on. Let me reshare because I had one more thing that I wanted to show. I'm sorry. I'm working ahead of myself here. All right. Let's share. Give me 1 second, guys. Ugh. I'm trying to work 2 screens over here. All right, so let's get to what he had to say here. Let's stop. All right, so. All right, so let's get into this. Hold on. Shout out to Michelle ATLN, okay?
Now,
okay, so this on this particular clip, as related to that, said that Simon says that if you don't want to miss this executive one, Holden says that there's absolutely nothing off limits. So she's going to be asking him a few questions. Let's get into what Michelle ATLN had to say with Simon. Of course, we'll be stopping and giving commentary in between.
Stop talking about me and move on about your life and get out of my pockets. Michelle would not have to talk to me. When I agreed to do an interview, I want to do interviews that does not sensationalize the situation, and because we're talking about even though the actions of the other person has been egregious, they still have a life to live. They still have children, they still have families and things that they provide for. They may not have acted responsibly when it came to me, but I'm going to try and be responsible in how I tell my story. My desire is not to tear you down. My desire is not to hurt you.
Do you guys agree that Simon should be doing interviews now that they are divorced and he and Porsha have decided to go their separate ways? I feel like he's feeling a sense of bitterness because Porsha filed for the divorce, which then kind of was like a trickle-down effect where she filed a divorce. Then here comes ICE coming to pick him up. I think it directed attention to him that he did not want. he was able to move in and out of the country unsuspected after she had already told him your paperwork is not together, and she warned him. But after she filed for the divorce, it just kind of, knocked the damn latch off the door, and just everything started falling out. And now he's in a situation where ICE is now taking him out of the country and he cannot come back. And now he's divorced. He's lost everything. And he's being made to pay Porsha all this money per month for the next 36 months. And she gets to stay in his house. And he's upset about that because his kids can't even be back there now. And he can't even be back in the U.S. So he's bitter. Let's continue.
Well, make sure you know, I don't live in America. Now, if you start talking about me and move on about your life and get out of my pockets.
So he's upset. He's saying, get out of my pockets. He don't want to have to pay her no money. Again, that's $40,000 a month for the next 36 months. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So what y'all think about that? I thought I had the whole interview. Hold on.
Some people have been looking at you like, well, Simon signed it.
I signed it. But you have to understand why I signed it. Mm-hmm. Did it make sense for me to?
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to have to dig up the whole interview, and I'm going to have to reach out to Michelle on something, okay? But shout out to her on that. I'm going to spend a block on that, guys, because I really thought she was going to show the whole thing. But that's what he had to say thus far about the Porsha situation. He is bitter. He's upset, and he's definitely looking for a way out. And shout out to Michelle for getting Simon Child to sit down and talk, which we all know that's something he want to do anyway. Child, I want you to get over it. All right, so let's get to the next topic, child. Rapper Cash Out and his mama is in a lot of trouble. All right. RICO charges, child. They got some RICO charges that they are facing, in addition to trafficking and some other charges as well. Okay. They said, Brittany Janae said he's just mad that Porsha pulled a Simon on Simon. Says a nigga. Ninja says it. Said you get what you deserve. Yeah, he knew what it was. He already knew what it was. That I don't feel like that was a marriage of love. I felt like it was more of a convenience. And Porsha saw that she could get some money out of that and live a certain type of lifestyle off Simon, and that's exactly what she got. She knew when she pulled up in his DM. She said Simon said Porsha pulled up in his DMs and started trying to holler at him and was talking about she want to pray with him because she saw how hurt he was after the whole Fallon situation. But she was really using that to her advantage to soften him up and to use that as a way to get in. And then they began talking and everything just went downhill after that. All right, so rapper Cash Out and his mother and cousin are all found guilty of RICO and SEX trafficking charges. We keep seeing a lot of this. Now, we know that Diddy was just charged with that. We know Epstein was charged with that. What's the other Steen, child? All these damn Steens. But and now this rapper here and his family, they are charged with these charges as well. And this is not looking good. Okay. Let's get into it. I'm not going to play the audio because we just played the audio, so I will read to you guys. All right, now Cash Out's real name, John Michael Gibson, was found guilty on several serious charges, including R-wording, pimping, aggravated otomy, and 2 counts of SEX trafficking. Now, according to Atlanta News First, the rapper was also convicted on RICO charges for running a SEX trafficking operation through his label, Perez Music Group. I did not tell y'all the music industry is trafficking. It's a bunch of trafficking, the industry. And he's doing it through his music label, kind of like how Diddy was doing, allegedly. Now, so the prosecutors say that Gibson, along with his mother, Linda Smith, a.k.a. Mama Cash, and his cousin, Tyrone Taylor, lured young women into prostitution. Now, it says that multiple victims testified that they were forced into SEX work and only given food in exchange for performing SEX acts while the trio kept the money. Y'all hear this bullshit? And she's somebody's mama out here doing this. Now, it says the Gibson's mom was found guilty on 1 trafficking charge, and Taylor was convicted on all counts except the pimping. Now, it says that all 3 were hit with RICO convictions. It says that as we previously reported in 2019, that a prostitution sting resulted in Gibson's arrest at a Gwinnett County hotel. Now, prosecutors also played jail calls in court where Gibson and his mother allegedly discussed silencing a witness. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? These people are crazy. All right, let me see. So y'all see that that's the mugshot. Atlanta rapper Cash Out indicted on RAPE and SEX charges. Okay, these rappers gonna learn, honey. They gonna learn. So We're going to see how that pan out. Y'all know trafficking, honey, they're going to be in there for a minute. They could get life. They could get life. RICO alone, the RICO alone going to get you a whole lot of time, all right? And then to add the trafficking on there, y'all know Diddy was facing 20 years for just one trafficking charge. So imagine. So you got trafficking and RICO and prostitution and pimping. Bruh, it's going to probably be life for them, okay? Let's continue. Y'all put in the chat what y'all think about it. As you guys may know, Claressa Shields propositioned Layla Ali for a fight. Layla Ali came forward to say that she may entertain that if $15 to $20 million was raised. Well, Claressa Shields spun the block, and Claressa Shields has now secured $15 million for a boxing match against Layla Ali. She's telling her, hey, let's make it happen. Now, do I feel like this is very much so clout driven? Layla Ali has gone and retired from boxing for some years now. She's been out of the game. Do I think that she could come back and that she will be stronger and better at, what she's doing? I absolutely do. But do I think she should? No. I feel like you should sit on your legacy and do not climb down, child, from your chariot in order to entertain this clout driven BS that Claressa is on. And I feel like that's what it is. There are other people that you can fight that are more reputable that are still in the league, but you don't want to do that because I feel like she wants to be able to say, oh, I beat Muhammad Ali's daughter or Layla Ali if she beats her. Because we don't know. Y'all know Layla was undisputed. Layla was undisputed. Go look it up. All right. Let's get into it. Okay, so Claressa Shields just put serious pressure on Layla Ali. Says the days after the boxing legend said that she wouldn't fight for less than $15 million. Shields says that the money is secure. Now, Layla says that I'm here with my team. She says that I got great news. Oh, she says, Layla, I'm here with my team and I got great news for you. We got the $15 million, the undisputed champ says in a video sent to TMZ Sports. That was what Claressa said, and she sent a message to Layla Ali. Now, it said that Ruben Branson Win Records is contributing the massive amount of cash. Said the Shields team even pulled out a check made out to Layla Ali. Says that let's make this fight between me and you. Said that the best versus the best. It says that the greats versus the greats. Says that the GOAT, which you guys know is what Claressa Shields calls herself, versus Muhammad Ali's daughter, Layla Ali. Let's make this happen. According to Claressa Shields, says that Claressa's team also says that they have locked down two of the most prominent venues in the country, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas and AT&T Stadium in Dallas. It says that Ali has not responded yet, but it said they will keep everyone updated when she does. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do you put a 1 in the chat if you think this fight should happen? Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Okay, put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. I don't think she should come out of retirement to do it. I really don't. Because I really think that Claressa is trying to prove a point. All right, so let's get into our last topic. As I told you guys, this is just a pop-in. I feel like Carlos King may have shaded Melody Cherie in this interview that he did with L'Oreal. Y'all remember L'Oreal from Love and Hip Hop New York. She now has a podcast and she has Carlos King on her show. You guys know the show Love and Marriage Huntsville is supposed to air, I think, tonight. And of course, they're doing heavy promo. Okay, I see a lot of videos popping up on social media where they are promoting the fuck out of this show because they need people to watch ever since Melody left and took all of her fan base with her. So they are trying to get as many people they can to watch this damn episode tonight. Now, shout out to what is this Morning Hustle show. According to them, it says that Carlos King speaks on Martell Holt popping out with his side piece and turning a side piece turned main piece, Ariane. Okay, and it goes on to say that Martell Holt recently hit the carpet with the mother of his son Ariane. Says that Carlos explains how Martell is trying to find the right relationship to post his divorce from Melody. Said that while Kimmy and Letitia say that the couple isn't a surprise. Said that do you see this relationship working out? Now, they also mentioned if Ariane will be seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So let's go ahead and get into this because a lot of rumors were that she would not be seen. And it sounds like Carlos is not feeling Ariane being on there, because y'all know before he had already said that he did not want to work with Ariane. He did not want her on the show because she was too disrespectful. The cast on the show, they didn't want her on there, with the exception of Kimmy, who spoke publicly to say that she didn't mind filming with Ariane. But let's get into Carlos with his messy ass. All right. Shout out to L'Oreal.
Well, we have been seeing certain people go through certain controversies, and we just seen one of the castmates pop out, Martell.
You better do your research. I love you. You know that. I love you.
Okay, so he popped out on the carpet with the is that, do y'all still call it side chick? Or?
Well, I don't think we ever called her that. It's, Kimmy, you want
her name is Ariana.
Yeah.
The side chick gonna sit up here and take up for the side chick. Kimmy, shut your ass up. Yeah, see how she's feeling all bothered because they're calling Ariana a side chick. That's exactly what she is, and that's exactly what you were. Didn't you get in Maurice's situation when he was married to Kiowa? She gets so bothered when she hear the word side chick, when she was a whole side chick. Like, damn.
I saw the photo too.
The photo, were y'all surprised to see this photo? Will we be seeing more Ariane during the season?
We see them in the streets quite often.
Quite often.
Before this week.
Maybe the Instagram or maybe the social media streets.
Or maybe the Carlos King.
So it sounds like they are saying Ariane will not be on the show. Y'all know that's what Martell's been trying to do, saying that why y'all don't show my real life. At one point, he tried to fake quit the show, saying, if y'all ain't gonna film my life, my real life, then don't film me at all. Well, he is back this season, and it gives, from what they're saying here, that Ariane will not be making no appearances on the show, but probably just in the Instagram street. So once again, another season, she'll be sitting back on the outside looking in while they be on here with these fake ass storylines. So let's continue.
They in the streets.
But they've been outside.
Yeah,
Is
they
there something
outside,
that, are y'all shocked that it's just now really getting out there that the two of them are?
Oh, y'all shocked.
Oh, because they live in Huntsville.
Yeah.
We live in Huntsville.
But I just feel like, why did it take so long for this to get out? Like, if everybody's been knowing this and seeing this, is it because season 10 is coming?
Well, I think, look, Martell is somebody that has admitted on camera in terms of being a man who is searching for the right woman post his divorce. Mm-hmm. He dated Sheree Whitfield. We covered.
We all know that was a whole motherfucking lie. He and Sheree did not date for real. You had Sheree on your show to help boost ratings, and it fell miserably, just like it fell when he went his ass over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they ran his ass from up over there, and he ain't been back over there since. So, Carlos, you're sitting here entertaining this bullshit, and you're low-key trying to throw some shade towards Melody because you're mad that she's not on your show this season in order to get your ratings where they need to be, and y'all got to work overtime to jump from platform to platform, from interview to interview, to sit here and try to promote the fuck out of this show that not hardly a lot of people are going to be watching because you lost the star of your show and you're facing a damn lawsuit in exchange for that.
That on the show 2 years ago, and this woman who is the mother of his son has been in his life for many years, and I think the photo illustrated that possibly they're committed. I think that's the difference. Like, they've always had dealings, obviously, right? Hence the divorce. But I think possibly what we saw the other day was a photo, like I said, illustrating that, okay, maybe they're committed and maybe they're exclusive.
Okay.
But I don't know.
There ain't no fucking exclusive. Martell is trying to push Ariane in everybody's face and saying, look, Carlos, look. This is who this is who I'm dating. This is who I am. This is my real life. Because he wants to get Ariane on the show so that they can get another check. Martell ass is broke. Y'all know that. He's been trying to get Ariane on the show since forever. And now that y'all remember Melody Cherie said if Ariane came on the show, she was leaving the show. So now that she left the show, they're like, okay, why she ain't on the show? This should be open season for her to be able to come on the show. But I already told you guys, the other castmates, they're not feeling her being on the show except Kimmy. And I don't feel like Kimmy's voice is big enough for her to say, oh, I want Ariane on the show, and everybody else just agree. We definitely know Marceau don't want her ass on the show with the amount of receipts she has on Marceau. Because y'all know how Ariane is. When you get to talking shit, then she start revealing stuff. And y'all know last season ended with them at the park with Destiny's bullshit ass Big D Energy, whatever that mess was. Okay, event. And they ended off with Martell saying he had all these receipts, and he also talked slick shade about Tisha and her bedroom antics and all this other shit about them. So now Ariane pretty much is on demon time. If you guys don't remember the phone calls that she had with blogger AL, she made it very much so clear that she don't see it for Tisha or Marceau. So she is on demon time, ready to talk. So they definitely don't want her ass on the show. Please believe that. But I'm not sure why Carlos is even entertaining it.
No,
We don't know that
You're
for
not
sure.
sure.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
That's
Interesting.
That's allegedly.
That's a lot.
Allegedly. That's funny.
Well, we
man.
have been seeing certain people go through certain controversies, and we just seen one of the castmates pop out, Martell.
So y'all see that? Did y'all hear that? So I guess it's confirmation that Ariane is not making an appearance on the show. That's why I played this video, because I know a lot of people saying, oh, Ariane gonna be on the show this season. Ariane gonna be on the show this season. So it sounds like they've, pretty much made it crystal clear that nah, she's not gonna be on the show. Martell will be on the show. And as I told you guys before, this season, they've used Maurice to try to bridge the gap between Martell and Marceau, because Martell don't have a storyline otherwise. He cannot mention Melody, so he has to get along with the other cast, including Marceau, because what else is he going to talk about? He don't have his wine anymore. He cannot talk about Ariane because she's not on the show. He cannot mention Melody because he's been barred from doing so, okay, and for legal reasons as well, since the Revenge P case has been filed against him, all right? That's also coming up, I think, November? I think it is. So, yeah, that's what this situation is. And Carlos King is doing what Carlos King always does with his messy ass, going from platform to platform, throwing subliminal shade, okay? I feel like he's very much so upset that Melody did not come, because y'all know he did spin the block and ask her to come back to the show, and she did say no. So, yeah, what y'all think about that? All right, y'all can put in the chat what y'all think. And that's the end of this video. I appreciate you all, okay? Because I don't think nobody wants to see Ariane on it anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like Ariane has already told her story so many times. We don't really give a fuck. You don't have nothing else going on since coming out and saying that you and Martell have this child and that you're seeing him. The picture that she posted was an old ass picture from last year. What, November or so? No, November, December. This is July going into August. And you wait now to post an old ass picture of you and Martell like y'all just went out to some event, when that's not what happened. And you did it all for attention. And that's what Ariane does. Every time it's time for Love and Marriage Huntsville season to start over, here she comes looking for that clout and attention. She always tries to get her own clout from this show because she wants to be on there so bad. So for her to post that picture and post that my man, Martell is playing along, so that she don't once again get her ass chewed out in the comments where people saying, girl, you claiming a man that ain't yours. So, she's always said Martell never, supports me. Martell never takes up for me. So he's doing what he feel he needs to do, because she always goes, over and beyond to do, I want to say, illegal shit for him. She was involved in a revenge peace situation that now got him in some legal trouble. Okay, so Ariane is going to always be there. And even if he meets somebody else, and I said this before, if he does meet somebody and fall in love, she ain't going nowhere. So they're going to probably have to share him. But do I think that they're in an exclusive relationship? I do not. I feel like the shit is the same way that it is. And I feel like if Melody came to and say, hey, Martell, let's work this out for the sake of our kids, I do feel like he would do it. Okay. But that is it, guys. And that is all. Let me go with my son calling me, child. Love you guys down to my mods. Thank y'all so much. Give me 1 second. Child. Thank you to my mods, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion Miss. Thank you so much, Sweet Essence. Thank you so much, Rose Armstead. Did I miss somebody? Did I say KBR? Yes. Thank you all to my mods. Thank you to all the content creators. Let's stop sharing. Go back to my main screen. Okay. Thank you guys so much. All my content creators. Thank you to all of the caramelians as well in the chat. Okay. I got to get off here because my baby is calling me so I can talk to him. All right. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me. And also please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. All right. Thank you all for being here. Until the next one. Let's go. Bye.